Hi, I'm Melissa Darnay, and you are sipping with the Wine Maven. Today, I would like to debunk a popular myth. But first, I would like to introduce my guest, Tom Bailey of Thomas O. Bailey CPA. Tom, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I love Tom for several reasons. One, he's my CPA, keeps me out of a lot of trouble. Second, he buys 2 wine club memberships every single month, one for him to drink and one to give away as a gift. I mean, Tom, what's not to love?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yes, there is a lot to love about me. Now, Tom, have you heard the myth that red wine should be consumed at room temperature?
I have.
Well, for the love of Bacchus, it is wrong. Wrong. Please take note, from now and here on forth, you're always going to drink wine at cellar temperature. Cellar temperature is about 57 degrees. Room temperature is about 75 degrees. Now, Tom, I know you probably walk around with a lot of things like a calculator and a pen, but do you have a wine thermometer tucked in your pocket?
No, I don't.
Neither do I. And if the Wine Maven doesn't carry around a wine thermometer, no one else probably does either. So I'm going to teach you how to tell whether your wine is the right temperature without coming near a wine thermometer. First, go ahead and pick up your glass. Then I want you to take just your index finger and touch lightly on the side of the glass for me. So Tom, go ahead and take your left hand and just touch the glass. If you'll notice, it's cool to the touch, but it's not cold. Do you notice that?
That's correct.
That's because it's cellar temperature. For those of you at home, you'll know what cool to the touch means. If there's condensation on the glass, it's too cold. Now I want you to go ahead and try this wine. So let's swirl it. You always want to swirl. This opens the wine and it volatilizes the esters. After you've swirled for about 20 seconds, Tom, go ahead and smell this wine. Stick your nose way inside the glass. That's right, use your face to cut off the oxygen. What do you smell?
Very fruity.
Very fruity. Yeah, this has blackberry and cassis, a little leather, a little tobacco, all the yummy flavors that a good Cabernet should have. Again, this is the Halcyon Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a great wine to age, but we do like it so that you can drink it now. Now, Tom, I'm gonna have you do a little experiment. Are you up for an experiment?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna take our nice cellar temperature wine, and I'm gonna have you take your hand and hold your wine glass like this, okay? Now, our hands are about 100 degrees. And for those of you at a party, if you're holding your wine glass like this, you're doing about the same thing that we're doing. Now, while we do this, I'm gonna introduce Stacy Wetzel of Cater 10, and we're gonna see what she's made for us. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Okay, since y'all are drinking a big wine, I've made a big appetizer. It has a garlic red pepper aioli. The wine can hold up to a little garlic. It also has beef tenderloin and some gorgonzola. You know how I love my gorgonzola.
So a beef tenderloin, gorgonzola, bruschetta. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and the best part, I deglaze it with your wine.
She always cooks with lime. This is why I love Stacy Wetzel. It looks awesome. Now, Tom, are you just dying to try this?
I love it.
Okay. Now, before you try this, though, I want to finish experimenting with the wine. Okay, so we've been holding the wine in your hot little hand, pun intended, for about a minute. So go ahead and take the wine and hold it by the stem again. Okay. Now I want you to taste it again for me. Does it taste the same or does it taste different?
It is different.
It is different. It's actually flat, or in really technological wine terms, we call it fat and flabby. Now, I don't like those words associated with me, and I certainly don't want those words associated with my wine. So when wine becomes too warm, it does become fat and flabby, bland, and a little bit too acidic, which means it can be bitter. So from here on out, we're always gonna hold our wine. Now, I do want you to try this wine with the food, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you another cellar temperature wine. So this is not room temperature. We didn't have his hot little hands on this. So go ahead and, if you will, go ahead and pick up a piece of that bruschetta, take a bite, and we're gonna have you taste that with the wine. Oh, I know you're salivating at home. Stacy's cooking. I love it when she cooks with fresh herbs and wine. It just makes all the difference in the way the food tastes. Okay? Now go ahead and get that nice and creamy in your mouth, and as you're about to swallow, take a sip of your wine. You gotta hold it by the stem. You know how I am. You always wanna hold your wine by the stem. That is the reason why we have the stems on glasses, is to keep your 100-degree hand off of your cellar temperature wine. So what do you think of that combination?
Terrific.
Oh,
That's
he can
very
really
good.
talk. His mouth is full. He says, stop filming. We want to go ahead and eat. So again, remember, friends don't let friends drink room temperature wine. The myth has been debunked. Until next time, cheers.